Second away.
Welcome back to the Set of Gloves Are Off. It's time for us to talk strategy here because there is recently a poll published. It's an Angus Reid poll that was published for Maclean's magazine. Here's the first statistic that I want to hash out with you guys. More than 80% of Canadians believe that the sport of hockey would be better off if headshots were banned. Agree or disagree? Brad, you say first.
Agree.
100%.
100%. Okay,
100%.
so no debate on that one.
No.
Here's where things get a little bit interesting. 60% of Canadians believe that professional hockey has become a more violent sport over the past 5 years. Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Disagree?
What age group? I would love to know.
Professional hockey.
Yeah, no, but what age group are even thinking that? I mean, it's such a joke to hear that stuff.
Why is that a joke?
Because to me, I played in the era where it was crazy. When we had fights, it was just violent. It was, I didn't even mind it. In the late
Brian
80s
didn't
and
mind
90s.
it. Must not.
Well, it was what it was, but the game wasn't going to survive in my era.
Okay.
It had to change. It changed in the late 80s and early 90s, and it got better. And now, you can't touch anyone anymore. So people, if you like that and don't like the fights anymore, you're going to get your wish 5 years from now because we're going to be wearing little dresses on the ice and skating around and being real pretty for you all because that's where we're heading with our game.
Okay, then here's where this is the concern. This is where you started getting heated off camera. Approximately a third, 34% of Canadians would consider encouraging their children to avoid playing hockey. Brad, I don't know if you have kids or not. Would you, if you did, hypothetically speaking, would you want your kids to grow up and play this game of hockey?
Definitely. Hockey's a great game.
Great game.
Sport. I'm all for it.
But you wouldn't be concerned about long-term injuries or the violence? That doesn't bother you?
If you're going to be concerned about that, then you should just stay home, I think.
Stay home?
I mean, I've played sports all my life, competitive sports, and
Yeah, don't walk across the street because you know what? You might get hit by a car.
Exactly.
You know, it's the same
All
risk
right,
we're
well
taking
then,
here. Who did this, Carly? The press.
Angus Reid. This
Angus
is
Reid.
people
Well, Angus
conducting
Reid,
this
you
poll.
did a real good one on the first one. I am 100% agreeing with you.
Okay.
But to say here, parents and everyone else, I'm going to give you just my opinion. Really research who your coaches are. Research what they're teaching. Teach these kids to take a hit, not to move in the last brief second to avoid a hit and turning their backs to a player that's going 20 miles an hour. Help them not do that.
So you're worried about the education. You
the
see
education,
this as,
because once the education is done, people will love to have their kids play in this sport. It is in an era where we're getting much bigger. These kids are faster, stronger. It's a game. It's a physical game. Let's stop playing football, because that's too physical too.
Well, see, that's your experience, right, too, Brad, is football. I mean, do you see football as getting more violent over these? Why the difference between hockey and football? Or
there is no difference.
Okay.
The players in all these sports are getting bigger, faster, stronger, and they're still playing the game, right? Take, for example, in the NHL. I mean, the whole everybody's focus right now is on concussions. Tell me 5 years ago how many concussions there was.
Well,
10
again,
years ago, it's the same thing, right?
Then we go back to this. This is a poll. Is this just a case of if people had conducted this poll 5 years ago, that maybe the answers would have been different, the percentages might not have been so high? Is that the point that you're trying to make, that maybe we're just hearing more about it and these results are just being published more frequently?
I think we're definitely hearing more about it. It's the press.
Where are we hearing it from?
They're blowing
this
up.
This was published in Maclean's.
Yeah, but
so
that's
you're
my
call
point
it
is we're saying, well, the media does, and they have the right to bring that up. But address to me the right issues that need to be, in my opinion, again, is the equipment that's being worn. The NHL is now addressing that, number one.
It was that brought up at the GM's meeting.
Yes, it was. So that's going to be taken care of. The head hunting shots. I'm 100. Angus, big time. Thumbs up. Okay. Get it out of the game. Guys should be third time. Bang, you're out. History. Finished for life. But that's what we have to get rid of. But the hitting part of the game, the part that they're talking about, to me, are players putting themselves in positions that they shouldn't be because they've been taught from a young age. And second of all, the respect of younger players today moving up is not even close to what it was when I played back. And sorry to say that, young people, but it's true. We had a lot more respect, and we didn't crush people with their backs turned to us, and that is happening.
Okay. All right, well, R-E-S-P-E-C-T. We have to take a commercial break, but at least I proved that I can spell. That's clearly Brian's message on this topic. If you would like to drop us the line, please email us at theglovesareoff@newcap.ca or check out our Facebook page. We'd love to hear your comments on this subject, which is clearly a hot topic of debate at least dinner tables all over Canada, according to this poll anyways. All right, stay tuned. We're going to play Brian's favorite game when we return. Who am I?
I was up.